Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who do not know, my name is Gia and I make videos on fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and travel content. Today's video, I just wanted to explain how I found the perfect one-bedroom apartment in Washington, D.C. with my boyfriend, Andrew. I'm currently sitting in the living room area of it, and I wanted to share with you guys our brainstorming process, how we organized ourselves, because we looked at online like so many apartments and then we saw quite a few in person, and we really had to like figure out our priorities, what we wanted, what was in budget, what were we looking for towards the future, etc. So if you're interested in seeing the process of things, seeing the apartments itself, and trying to see which one you think I chose based on this little background here, then just keep on watching. Okay, so first we had to prioritize budget, and we thought it was important to be on the lower side of things. I do not like paying a lot for rent in general. I mean, I'm really stubborn about that because I think rent is ridiculously high for no reason. I wanted to be on the lower side, and since we're splitting rent for a one bedroom, it was gonna be a little bit more doable in that sense. So we were budgeting around $1,800 to under $2,000 for the one bedroom apartment. So our most important thing that we really wanted to focus on was location. I really wanted a place where I felt was beautiful, it was safe, it was walkable, where I can take Lenny for walks and stuff, and you know, it's not like in a crowded, busy street area where, you know, it's too much traffic. I'd rather have a lot of more greenery. Andrew really loves nature. A location that kind of has a lot of that is less downtown-y feel. Although originally I thought I wanted that feel, but after exploring certain neighborhoods, I realized I do like a little bit more of a nature vibe than like a downtown vibe. So that was something that we had to like sort out and figure out. We also wanted to look at the building itself and whether or not we can grow within the building, because we are starting off with a one bedroom apartment and, you know, paying a little lower in rent that we both could pay. But in the future, you know, hopefully we make more money, become more successful, etc., etc. So like, you know, we would like to maybe eventually move into a two bedroom apartment. And it would be nice if we could stay in the same building, because I'm honestly so tired of moving. I've been moving so much lately and I just want to settle into a building and settle into a place. So if we can like expand in the same building, that would be great. So that was also important, like how are the ranges for the units. Like maybe this particular unit might not be the most like ideal, but if it's like some place we can grow into, then that's something that would be prioritized. We really wanted to have large windows. I came from an apartment with very big windows because my previous apartment to that, I actually had no windows in the living room or dining room area or the kitchen area. It was just a window in my bedroom, and that was tragic. Like, I felt really in darkness, and it was really sad and depressing during a pandemic where you were stuck inside. Thankfully, I only lived there for 3 months. But yeah, definitely love natural light and windows. And Andrew actually lived his previous apartment. He had no windows in his bedroom. So yeah, that was a big priority for us. I also wanted to have a parking garage because I have my car. We wanted to have in-unit washer and dryer. Originally, that wasn't like the biggest priority for me, but after seeing a unit that was quite large and in budget, I realized that in-unit laundry was a priority, because they didn't have it. I would have to go to the basement to do laundry, and I was just like, nope, not doing it. In-unit laundry, essential. We had to like readjust our priorities after seeing a unit that was like perfect, but that was missing. I mean, there was other things that were missing also, but it just made me realize that that was like an essential thing for us. And also closet space. I have a lot of clothes. We have a lot of things. We're trying to move into a one bedroom together after living separately, so we definitely needed space to store things. So closet space was another big priority. So with that in mind, we created an Excel sheet that had all the different categories that we listed, including other things, just because we were looking at more modern apartments that had like gyms and business centers and visitor parking. So we wanted to include what every apartment complex had offered, and the location of it, how much square footage we're getting, what the price is, when we were gonna tour, if we had a tour scheduled, and stuff. So that kind of helped us stay organized. We were able to color code it based on like reviews we saw online. Like we saw some crazy reviews, like crazy reviews about some of these apartment buildings that we realized we were just like, you know, let's just cross this off the list. Honestly, any reviews that like are just very scary of just people's situations or a change in management in a building could really mess up residents like living experience and stuff, and we just didn't want to have to deal with any of that. We like really wanted to find an apartment that we can stay in for a few years. You know, I wanted to not just like settle, I wanted to find a good place. You know, if anything happens, we had to move, it's not like the worst thing in the world, but like we don't want to have that as an option at the moment. We wanted to find the place, and so anything that kind of steered us clear from that, we just decided to remove from the list because we had tons of apartments. I used an app called Apartment List, I believe, and you kind of like put in all of your requirements, like everything you like need or like want in an apartment, and then they like sort through places and gives you options that are like over budget, under budget, maybe missing one amenity that you wanted and stuff. But from there we created like the giant Excel sheet and like went through it and stuff, and we ended up only seeing I think we saw about like 7 to 8 apartments. 2 or 3 of them Andrew saw himself and like FaceTimed me while he was there, because like I obviously didn't live in DC before, I was in Jersey, so he did that, and then I saw the rest with him when I was coming to visit him. And yeah, and from there we found this place that I live in with Andrew right now.
So I had originally had high hopes for this first apartment. We didn't receive a lot of information from the leasing agent when we went to visit, and the unit was a sample unit, so it wasn't the exact one we would be renting out, and it was smaller than the one that was available, but not by much. Because of COVID regulations in this particular building, we didn't get to talk to anyone at the time of the visit, which was unfortunate because I'm sure that they would have been able to provide a lot more information for us than what we were able to gather on our own looking at the apartment building. This apartment was in DuPont Circle, so we would have been basically paying for location, and where this particular apartment was located wasn't really worth it in our opinion. If it was more affordable, this might have been a contender, but this was a bit over our budget already, and we just wanted to look at a place in this neighborhood to see what our options were. This second building was very nice and super clean, like it smelled so good when we walked inside. The building even had a little enclosed dog park. The unit itself was also very nice. A con to this place was that this was also slightly over our budget. However, they were having rent specials at the time for money off, which would have helped with lowering the rent to our price range. The location was also a little iffy for us. It was very congested with a lot of construction and busy roads in the area, so not really ideal for walking Lenny. This building was very beautiful. We almost didn't check out this place because the rent was a bit out of our price range, but there was one unit available that was in budget, so we decided to give it a shot. This unit had large windows that we liked and great closet space. We also liked how many areas in the building there was to hang out in. This was the same for the last 2 apartments, I just forgot to mention that. We also really liked the neighborhood itself. Cons to this place was that the windows were north facing, so we weren't sure how great the light would be coming in. We were looking for south facing windows. And the bedroom was also a little small, which would mean that I couldn't bring my bedside tables as they would be too big, and we would need to keep a full-size bed to share. This apartment had the largest square footage available for our price range of all the places we visited, but sadly, there was no in-unit laundry. There was also something about this place that felt a bit off. I just couldn't see this place being the one for us. This apartment building was in a cute neighborhood with a more of a suburban feel. It felt very welcoming and homey. This unit was in budget and had a balcony, but not a lot of closet space. There wasn't a lot of options to hang out within the building itself. And it was also a bit old school in their administrative practices compared to the other apartments we saw.
So I really hope you guys enjoyed watching all of this and hearing our process in figuring out like what was the best apartment for us based on our previous goals and like needs and wants of the place, and then like ending up with this beautiful apartment that we chose. But I really want to know, can you guys figure out which apartment we chose out of the ones I showed in the video? Leave in the comments below which apartment you think we live in right now, and I want to see if any of you guys can get it right. Obviously I'm kind of giving it away because I'm standing in front of a window, but I don't know, maybe you guys will know, so let me know. And please subscribe to the channel if you enjoy videos like this, and give this video a thumbs up. It would really help me out, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!